Welcome to another Thursday on Geeks of the Week. I'm Mario. This week I try to get through this video despite obvious distractions. Now on to the video. I'm going to officially call this segment Luluco Block, where I specifically talk to Lulu. First, congrats on Crunchyroll. They couldn't have picked a better person. Second, I completely agree with what you had to say about comic book shops, because I too have had bad experiences. I'll go into ones and sometimes I feel as if they don't even want me there, which is weird because I'm here to give you my money. You could at least be helpful in the matter. You know, I have a comic book shop that's 10 minutes away, but I go to the one 40 minutes away because the one close by sucks. Customer service is key in any business, and especially in comics. You need new readers, so why would you turn them away by being rude? It's stupid and it doesn't make any sense. So I'm sorry you had a bad experience, but glad you found one that's close by and it's still great. Also, I'm sorry about Hawkeye. I keep forgetting you don't like him. You know, I remember you mentioning that. But since you brought up Black Widow, it kind of reminds me, why hasn't Marvel released a Black Widow comic book? You know, they have in the past, but you would think they would do that right now to capitalize on the success of the Avengers. It's a bad oversight by Marvel, and I hope they get on that. Also, curse you for reversing the question on me, because you're right, it is a difficult question to answer. My favorite Smashing Pumpkins song. I was all set to pick Muscle, but then I reheard Disarm, and I'm like, that's such a better song, and I love it. So you win. I'm going to pick Disarm. I'm going to cheat a little bit. But I would like to give an honorable mention to Melancholy and Infinite Sadness, which technically isn't a song. It's this beautiful 2-minute piano melody. You should all listen to it because it's awesome. PT Dubs, I love your pumpkin tattoo. It's freaking great. You know, I always find it funny when people don't understand the reference because they will get it absolutely wrong. You know, it'll usually be the snarky people that'll say something to me. It'll be like, oh, hey, everybody's wearing Scott Pilgrim shirts now. And I'm like, yeah, it's not a Scott Pilgrim shirt. Now you look stupid. All I know is that we can both agree that Billy Corgan's song and his voice is just this beautiful, haunting, sad quality to it. It's amazing and it's perfect. And so we will always, you know, have that. We will always have pumpkins. Finally, since you wore your Ramona wig again, there's this great, awesome Scott Pilgrim story I heard where this couple got engaged Scott Pilgrim style. There will be a link below. I immediately thought of you when I heard it. Now on to my other geeks. First, Steph. Streaky, really? I mean, come on. You could have at least picked Superboy, Steel, Eradicator, Crypto. I mean, ideally I'd want to be Superman, but I get it. Those are big boots to fill. Maybe I'm not up to the task. But at the very least, Crypto, throw me a freaking bone here. Bone. Dog puns are fun. But yes, I am absolutely up for a Super People Week on Geeks to the Week. Just let us know when. So let me explain to you why Steph was so upset over the Avengers movie. If you've been following her videos, then you already know. See, she's not getting this rinky-dink Blu-ray version like I did. She's getting the Super Deluxe briefcase version, the one that has all the movies I love to the Avengers movie. It's pimped out with so many extras, but unfortunately, because of legal battles, that version won't be released for a while, so she's gonna have to go without. In the meantime, I am holding this right now. I'm trying to get through this video and not watch it, so I'm gonna put it down right here and just try to continue with this video. That was awesome. So, where was I? Oh yeah, Sneaky. I totally get it now why we get along so well. Some of my best friends have been Sagittarius, so it all makes sense now. Also, I've been doing that Sherlock thing too now that I started watching it, where I become much more observant to try to come up with conclusions based on small details. But unlike Sherlock, I'm just throwing wild accusations out there based on probably nothing. My Sherlock skills need to be honed a little bit more. Pyro, I totally wore this shirt because I saw you did. Since I know Nikki has the shirt, so now I'm friend shirts with Pyro, Nikki, Luluco based on other shirts. So all I have now is Steph. I gotta buy a shirt that she's worn, probably a Loki shirt and probably soon. Speaking of Loki, I'll be right back. This just gets better and better. So yes, Pyro asked our opinion on the RoboCop film. And I'm going to reserve judgment until I see the trailer because based on the still, I'm not crazy about the armor. But I think they're going to switch it up, or at least I hope they do. Steph, thank you for reminding us about Young Justice, which kind of reminded me of a series I've been neglecting from talking about, and that is Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes. It's really hitting the stride lately, guys. Over the weekend, they did the Avengers Red Zone arc, written by Jeff Johns. It was freaking awesome. It was really cool, and it's just sad that they're going to be retooling it since the series has been building a great continuity and a great universe. It's a great show. Speaking of Avengers, I have to go. I'll be back. Okay, I gotta stop watching this. I gotta finish this video. I can do this. Here we go. In other Marvel news, they recently released a Wolverine image for the new movie. It's going to be based on the Chris Claremont Frank Miller miniseries. It looks really cool. Here's hoping that the second film is better than the first. If you want to see a picture of it, there will be a link below. On a side note, I look like Hugh Jackman in that pic. Okay, no I don't. I'll be doing push-ups after this video. While I'm on the topic of Frank Miller and the stuff mentioned, The Dark Knight Returns was recently released. I can't wait to see it. DC always puts out great animated films. It looks really cool. I don't know if I'll be reviewing it unless I'm asked to. Maybe one of the geeks does. But whether we do or we don't, let us know what you think of it in comments, because we always enjoy hearing from you and we always enjoy hearing different opinions. Moving on, and since everybody's been mentioning different series returning, I thought I'd mention Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is going to be set to premiere this Saturday on Nickelodeon. It's a new series. I'm a big TMNT fan. I will be watching and judging it way much more harshly than you should a kids television show. Also, Looney Tunes is set to return this Tuesday on October 2nd, and I can't wait for that too. Now on to the comic book review. So I hit the Avengers movie long enough for me to do an actual review, and that is Prince of Cats, written and drawn by Ron Wimbley. Set in more modern times and in Brooklyn, this is a hip-hop retelling of the classic Romeo and Juliet, but it's completely centered around Tybalt and his Capulet crew. They duel on the streets with the Montagues with their badass martial arts weapons. This is a different interpretation on the Capulet versus Montague beef. Romeo and Juliet make small appearances, and some of the dialogue is taken straight from the play, but other than that, completely original work. This was an awesome read. Cool, fresh, very original, but I do have to warn you, the dialogue is completely in Shakespearean speak mixed with slang. I remember in high school, it took me a while to understand Shakespearean dialogue, had to read it over and over again, but once I got it, I was always moved by its majesty. So if you don't like Shakespearean dialogue or never understood it, stay completely away from this comic because you will not like it. The artwork is urban style mixed with Japanese martial arts film, so it was really cool. This was a different take. It was very original. If you're looking for something new to read and something different, you can't go wrong with this comic. I rate this 4.5 out of 5. Now on to BobbaFett reviews. As always, I will be narrating because BobbaFett is too cool to speak. This week, BobbaFett will be reviewing The Cape 1969 issue 3, written by Jason Sierra Amelia and art by Nelson Daniel. This is the prequel tale to Joe Hill's earlier series The Cape, about a cape that if you wear it, you get superpowers. In this series, we discover the origin of where the powers come from. The tale follows Captain Chase, who's in the Vietnam War and was captured by the Viet Cong and is forced to fight a witch doctor for his life. He gives him superpowers, and now Captain Chase is turning the tables on his captors. BobbaFett is a fan of some revenge-minded violence, but still finds the story a little lacking. Although it has improved from the earlier issues, he feels the first series was better since it was written by Joe Hill. And yes, that's the Avengers movie. I know it's amazing. No, you can't watch it now. We have a segment to do. Where are you going? Get back here! Anyways, Fett rates this comic a respectable 3.5 out of 5. Hey, wait up, I want to watch it too. That's it for me this week. I have to go watch the Avengers movie because it's not going to watch itself. Remember to like or subscribe. You don't have to like, but at the very least subscribe. Check out the other much more Avenging Geeks of the Week and stay geeky.